¿Viste eso? So, si nuestra gente vuelve para atrás, ¿verdad? Buscando, hey brother, you got a question on this picture? I see you laugh. What's funny about it? What's funny about it? Talk to me. I want to laugh.
This is the truth right here.
There you go, brother. That's how you know it's the truth, brother. Wait. How you know? If somebody come up to you and say, how you know that's the truth?
Because there's no word Jesus on no stone.
That's right. That's one point. But how do we know that right here, this man right here, the description, that's not him?
Because the word J, the letter J, didn't come into existence until I'm going to say 1400.
That's right, brother. That's right.
But that word is Zeus.
Yes. Now, wait. Now, what I'm saying is the description, his actual description. How can you, if somebody come up to you and ask you, show me the description, where can I find the description of the true Christ?
Oh, there's no description.
No, brother, wait up. There is a description.
Okay, what's the description?
Give me that. Let me get that. We're going to show you, according to the Bible, his true description. And let me get Job 9:24. Give me that real quick.
It's the book of Revelations 1 and 13.
Go to 1.
Revelations 1 and 1. It says, the revelation of Jesus Christ.
The what?
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Now, brother, the word revelations means to reveal. We got to reveal the description of Christ. Jump down. Matter of fact, go to 11 first. Jump to 11.
Revelations 1 and verse 11. Saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write in a book.
And what?
Write in a book.
See, he says, whatever you see, write it in a book. Why did he tell John the Revelator that? Whatever you see, write it in a book.
Because when you write something down, it can't be traced.
Exactly, but he said it because you know why? It was prophesied that they were going to do this. They were going to do a cataclysm, which they were going to change the image of the true Christ. So remember, that's why when you write it, you have records, right? Give me 13.
Do you know his name though?
I know the true name. You know the true name, brother?
I know his name.
What's his true name?
What's his name right there, though?
Oh, this man here? Oh, Cesare Borgia.
There you go.
Yes, brother.
And once
So,
you realize that, then you have to question it.
exactly. Now, let me show you the description. Go to 13.
Revelations 1 and verse 13. And it says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Well, white like what?
Were white like wool.
So now it's giving you the texture and it's giving you the color of his skin. I mean, of his hair. Says his hair is white as woolly, right? And it's white as snow. So now, what people on this earth have woolly hair? Exactly. Your grandfather will have woolly hair, which is a so-called, and I say so-called because we always say so-called black because we're not actually black. We all just different shades of brown, right? So, the only people that have woolly hair will be dark-skinned people. So, that will be strike one for this year, right?
That's strike 100.
Hey, strike 100. That's right, brother. Brother, let me ask you a question. What's your nationality?
There is no such thing as what I am. There's some white man shit. They said I'm Jamaican, bro.
All right. And I could tell you a brethren. You know why? Because you got the color green and yellow. That's the brethren color. Hey, this brother right here, he's so-called Jamaican. But what are you right now, brother? Tell them your identity.
I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin.
There you go. Then that's exactly what you are as well, brother. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin.
I'm gonna take it a step further.
Go ahead, brother. Show me.
From the Black Law 4th edition, right? So we want to get into law and we want to talk about that. We're not even Israelites, right? Because we gotta have a nationality with the language, right? The Moorish Moroccan nationality is the nationality of every person that's melanated from North, Central, and South America.
What do the word Moorish means?
Moorish is the national name of the people who are so-called black. The meaning of it.
What does the word Moorish
In
means?
different languages, you get more in Latin. I'm more.
What do the
More. And listen.
What does it mean in Latin? More.
I just told you, look.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, brother.
Tell me what more means.
It means moreno, which means dark skin.
More. Mi amor. What does that
No,
mean?
no, mi amor. No, mi amor. Means moreno. The word more came from moreno, which means dark skinned people. That's what it means, brother. And
Hold on.
go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Got your talk.
Go ahead.
The word more, right? You can't say it comes from Latin because Phoenician language is older than Latin language. In Phoenician and Egyptian culture, myrrh is how you say pyramid. So myrrh And Mir.
Show me that. Show me what.
Bro,
What?
I'm gonna tell you where
Wait,
to go look. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna tell you where to go look because I have my information. Tartaria One World. It's the book that I have. You should go get it.
Okay.
So when you
Now,
get the book,
I'm gonna.
when
Yeah.
you get the book, it's going to explain etymology. Latin doesn't come before anything that is what? Pre-dynastic. So anything that's Latin doesn't come etymology before anything that is pre-dynastic. Now, when I'm talking about Mer and M-E-R, that comes from Kemet. Kemet is pre-Latin.
Okay. All right. I know.
Right?
Now, when Christ was on the scene, who conquered the earth, or who conquered that area where Christ was at?
The area in which they say Christ is?
When Christ was on the scene,
What did they
who
say?
was in power, brother? Who was in power?
You tell me.
The Romans.
Okay.
And who are the Romans? What language were they speaking?
The Romans speak something from the Caucasoid Mountains, bro.
No, brother. The Romans were speaking Latin, bro. What are you talking about?
So you're trying to tell me, right?
So
Hold on,
what time? Wait up. What time was the Moors? What time were they at? When were they on?
Tartaria is pre-dynastic.
The
It's
Moors. When was the Moors known?
Mesopotamia.
No, it wasn't, brother. Moors came way after that, brother.
Go get the book. Tartaria One.
You ever heard?
Bro.
You ever heard of the Dark Ages?
Bro, I heard of that in school.
What time was the Dark Ages, brother?
The bubonic plague. That's what you're talking about, bro.
No.
The Dark Ages is when the white people are running around in their own feces, bro. I know what I'm talking about.
We understand that. And who was ruling at that time?
It's called the bubonic plague.
Who was running
The
at that
Black
time?
Plague.
Who was ruling at that time,
You just
brother?
said it was wrong.
No, not that time. I'm talking about the Black Ages, the Dark Age. What it's called, the Dark Ages. Who was ruling at that time?
You're gonna tell me.
Huh?
I'm waiting for you.
It was
to
the
tell me.
Moorish,
So
the dark-skinned people. That's what that name came. The Moorish, dark-skinned people.
You're not
That's why
talking-
they call it the Dark Ages, because dark people was ruling at that time.
I'm trying to understand what you're talking about, right? The word black, right, comes from Latin, right? That's what you said, right? Negro, black, right?
Negro, moreno, yeah.
So what does blanco mean?
Blanco will mean white in Latin.
Exactly, right? So how can you get, right? You just told me, right? The word means black. Then you got blanco. The etymology.
So
of-
what is your
Wait a
what is
minute,
your?
Let me fix my point. You gotta stop.
Okay,
You gotta
okay.
stop.
So go ahead.
You gotta stop.
You gotta get to the
we-
point, because
so
I
we
don't.
said Blanco, right?
Huh?
Means white.
Okay.
Right? Black, you said means dark, but it doesn't. You wanna know why? Because in Black's Law Dictionary, black means no skin color. It
Brother,
means
I understand that.
albino.
Okay, I understand
so this
that.
is what I'm trying to tell you. You can't tell me Latin anything when I'm talking pre-dynastic.
When did the Black Law
Tartaria.
Dictionary Bible came out?
Tartaria.
What year did the Black Law Dictionary came out?
The year that it came out was at least I want to say about 1795, about to 1800.
Okay, when did the Bible came out? When was the Bible written?
The Bible was written
Thousands of years.
1,000 different times.
Okay, so what?
No, say 1,000.
So what source? What source are you gonna believe, brother?
I'm gonna believe the sources where the sources came from. You know where it came from? The Epic of Gilgamesh. You want to know else where the sources came from?
What?
It came from the Mesopotamian text. That's where those sources come from, bro. You
Okay,
gotta go
okay,
deeper than what
okay.
what
So-
the underlying surface is,
Okay,
bro.
okay.
You gotta go
Now,
deeper.
okay. Now you say the Moors. You say the Moors is
Bro, we're not about to have a conflict.
No. We're not. I know.
I'm about to say,
We just so that we could get the facts straight.
Because
Because
I'm talking about.
I got you. I know. But
This is all
the
emotion.
Moors.
Bro.
No. Look.
Right.
Moors, right?
Right.
Moors literally came about around 700 AD.
Okay.
700 AD.
Right.
What we're talking about, the scripts, is, you know what AD means? After death. After death of whom? Christ. So that's way after. Now you're talking about Tartarians. Now, did the Tartarians call themselves Moors?
In the book, they are described as Moorish people.
Okay. Now, do you know? Okay. Do you know what happened in 70 AD?
Nobody knows.
People know, brother. 70 AD. That's the fall of Jerusalem.
Okay.
That's when the Jerusalem, the inhabitants of Jerusalem got kicked out.
I heard that.
And what they did, they spread it all throughout Africa. From Africa around 600 AD, that's when the Muslim conquest came about. That's why I said
And that is our
the next
original
100.
language.
No,
That
it's
is our
not. No, it's
original
not. Listen.
Keep going.
Brother, I just told you 600. That's 600 AD. How
going.
we didn't hold on? We didn't just become civilized. Hold on, let me finish.
I'm letting you
We,
rap.
right. We didn't just become civilized in 600 AD. So that cannot be our original language. Arabic is a language. It's a Hebraic language. I know you saying Phoenicians. Phoenicians goes back to the Hebraic language and all that. Right.
So
I know.
So you can't say that's not our language.
I know.
Because
Look,
you said it was,
I got no. Cause there's different dialects. Just like hold on. Just like you
I'm from
Jamaican.
down south, right? And I could say, yo, this in a different way.
There's
They do it
different, right?
way.
Exactly. There's
And
like
then you say-
Jamaicans. They have different patois, different English, all that. So
And
there's
it means the same thing, right?
No, not necessarily.
If I say-
Some things mean different. Let
If
me
you
keep going.
say
Hold
right,
on.
look.
I didn't finish. I got you. I didn't finish because
Got it.
Arabic, it is a Hebraic language. The Yiddish Hebrew that these guys are speaking, it's a Hebraic language. Technically, Latin as well is a Hebraic language. Every language derived from there. So now we gotta go. You say we're Moors. We were a people before 700 AD.
Correct.
That's why. That's what we're going back to. We're saying we're not Moors because, like the brother said, Moor literally comes from Moreno, and it means black, dark-skinned people. Because during the 600,
That's Latin.
during the 600. Hold on.
Hebrew.
Oh,
But
I know.
That word is Latin.
I know.
You gotta stop using a word that you can't get the chicken before the egg.
What word is Latin?
You just said
Jesus?
negro.
Negro. Oh, but more is based off of Latin. More is based off Latin. That word itself is based off Latin.
If Tartarian,
Then we call ourselves more.
that's what black or more. That is the
Hold
literal
on.
term.
But you know, literally
Google that
more.
right now on
I
your
got
phone
you.
and you'll see the
You know,
price of
more.
products
The
that's
word
about it.
itself. Hold on.
Right.
Not necessarily the idea behind
The
it.
word more is what we
It's a
call-
Latin. It's a Latin language. It's based from Latin.
So explain to me how
When you go to around the Asiatic places, they call them Mo. Asiatic places they call them Mo. Even down here in the Americas, they call us similar to Mo and more. We've been all over.
I know
All over the place. We know that, but we're going before there. Before that, because again, 78, that's very significant. Let me get Luke 21, Bible Kashah.
Hold on, wait, don't
And 24.
Don't read me anything
Hold
from a
on.
man-made book. Wait a minute.
Brother,
Hold on.
all your knowledge is man-made knowledge, brother.
Got you.
All the book, who wrote it?
But there's
It's
no-
a man that wrote that book. You,
Bro,
Luke
bro,
21 and
bro,
24.
Hear me out, though. There's no ideology behind the person trying to keep my mind in a box behind what I'm reading, though.
This book is not keeping nobody in the box. This book reveals you the truth. Tell me if
that
that.
from a Bible, right?
Right,
That's the Bible,
right.
Now,
How the Bible precedes the book you're talking about, and the knowledge that our
was
people,
that rewritten, bro?
it never been rewritten,
I
never.
can't talk to you no more because you
It never been rewritten.
Yo, my brother,
It never
I have to go
been.
with-
It been translated.
No.
Hold on.
It was-
If I'm
bro,
retranslate
we both
something,
know it
if
was
I'm
rewritten,
it's
bro.
translated.
No, it wasn't. It was
Not
written
rewritten.
to take things out of
Brother,
the book, bro.
it's
You know
translated.
this. Bro, did they not take out the ethical?
Brother, you speaking English. If I want to speak to this brother, he made me speak Spanish. I gotta translate what you're saying to him in Spanish.
But you're not gonna leave
This
out
is-
what
that's
I'm
what this
saying,
is.
though. You're not gonna leave out what I'm saying.
What
though.
are you saying?
They left out what book did they leave out that was really important in there, right? What book did they leave out?
This
No, in the Bible. What book did they leave out?
right here.
The Apocrypha is like what you want to call like.
That's the
what's
hidden
beginning
books.
Of a book, right?
That's
What's
the
beginning
begin-
of a
I mean,
book?
that's the hidden
what
books.
you would call the context of a book. The Apocrypha would be the context, right? They left
No.
out what? What book did they leave out?
I just showed you this right here, brother. This.
On top of that, though, there was a reconvene where they came and they said, we're not going to let this book go. We're not going to let this book go. What book is it? It's
Brother.
not the Apocrypha. There were several more. And I'm asking you.
This is
which one was
14 books right here.
it? Which other book did they take out of the Bible that is not there anymore?
What book you want us to say? Jasher?
Keep going.
Look.
Book of Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy is here.
So now look.
Deuteronomy is here.
Now Pete, right? You see all of the bullshit in Deuteronomy. Slavery is worshipped in Deuteronomy. Rape and pillage is in Deuteronomy.
You're right.
So
Wait, slavery is what in?
Slavery is in Deuteronomy.
Okay, yeah.
Respect thy
That we
slave
went.
master, bro.
No.
It doesn't
Hold on,
matter.
hold on,
It doesn't matter
hold on.
how you say
No,
it.
it doesn't say
Slavery
respect
is
our
wrong.
slave master. It doesn't say that.
So what does it say?
It doesn't say that. There's
So
nowhere in
tell me
Deuteronomy
the
it says
slave
that.
statement that it says about worship your slave master.
Nah, it's in the New Testament. Listen.
Bro, you gonna tell
It doesn't say
you just
worship.
said it wasn't in there.
Hold
bro.
on. No, you said Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy is not in the New Testament.
What I'm telling you,
You're getting the books
inside of
confused.
No, inside.
You're getting the
of it.
books confused.
There's Psalms inside of it.
Deuteronomy is not. There's
Psalms
nothing that
inside of it,
says
right?
respect your slave master
So
in
what does it say
Deuteronomy.
about rape, pillage, and plunder? Then, since you don't want to admit that, what does the book say about rape, pillage, and
All right,
plunder?
I'm gonna answer you better. The Bible is for slavery.
That's right.
The Bible, slavery is a normal thing, not abominable slavery, but slavery is a normal thing. When the Bible teaches you that those that put us in slavery, we're gonna put them in slavery. The Bible tells us that these people are goddamn devils. That's why we got the horns on this man right here. That's a devil. The Bible let me get Revelation 13:9. All the things that they've done, they're gonna get repaid back 20 times. Now, understand the Moors, they established a lot of things throughout the earth. They did. Buildings, laws, all throughout the earth. But the Most High God stripped it from our people, from them, because they were doing it in the name of Islam. That's one. And also they were doing it without the truth, without the ways of the Most High God. That's why we ended up falling down. We did have great knowledge. I ain't gonna front. But nonetheless, the greatest power put us down because we started getting too proud. Let me read that to you real quick.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 9.
Right.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Right.
He that leadeth into captivity,
He that what?
He that leadeth into captivity
Uh-huh.
shall go into captivity.
Uh-huh.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So the Bible tells us, right, go to 2:26, Revelation. The Bible just tells us those that leads us into slavery. We're the only people who went to the slavery, the form of slavery that we went through. They that lead us into slavery, they gonna go into slavery. They that kill us with the sword, to this day they still killing us. We gonna kill them with the sword. That's the prophecies. These are the things. Same way that us going to slavery was prophesied, them going to slavery is prophesied, and it will happen the same way ours happened. Bring us up.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 26.
Right.
And he that overcometh
Uh-huh.
and keepeth my works unto the end,
Right.
to him will I give power over the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
So the Bible just told
now
us.
look, so now
hold
look,
on,
so
brother.
now look,
brother,
I'll
brother.
let you rock.
No, I'm about to give you. I'm about to pass you the rock, brother.
Go ahead. I'm waiting.
Right, you gotta wait. And that's what all you gotta do is wait. The Bible just tells us right here, we are going to rule over our oppressors, and we're going to rule them with a rod of iron. Meaning we're gonna be strict, real tough on them. The same way they were strict and tough on us, we're gonna be that. So the Bible is actually for slavery, because that's the only way that people can respond to proper order.
So you're telling me, right, the most loving people on the planet, which is me and you,
Right.
we have to make the Caucasoid respond with slavery because that's the only way we can get them to follow order?
Can the Caucasoid get in order without that?
Yeah.
How?
Stop spending money with them. It's all
Brother.
about the bottom line. What are you talking about?
Brother.
Bro, now let me get to what I'm
Hold on,
saying.
then we do that.
Yo,
listen.
read
I'm
me.
asking
No,
you just said.
I'll let you cook.
I'm asking you. I'm about to ask you a
Wait a
question.
minute.
Address him.
Read me
Speak to
something.
me,
All right,
speak to me.
Cool.
Speak to him.
Read me something from the book of Enoch.
Nah, the book of Enoch is trash.
I'ma holla at y'all.
You don't exactly.
Because y'all took it out, bro. Y'all
I'ma
not
just say
saying
two
nothing,
things.
bro.
Two things. You could go, but I'ma just say two things. Look, we tried stop spending our money with them already.
No, you haven't. You wanna know why?
Brother, what happened
Are y'all invested
to
in Bitcoin?
Black Wall Street?
Bro.
We
Bro,
literally,
that's it.
what
I'm
happened?
talking about now, bro.
Brother,
Update your resume, bro.
Look, we have
Update your
countries.
resume, bro.
Haiti has their own thing. Jamaica has their own thing. Guess
I'm
what?
Jamaican.
These
I
people they
gotta
still
go back and get
these
them
people they
rights,
still
bro. You're
these
not
people
saying
because
that.
these people they still find ways to come in. They bomb and disrupt our countries.
Did anybody
They
bomb
kill our
us,
people.
Bro, nobody
Brother.
bombed us right here, bro.
What people is stopping spending money with the whites right now? Nobody.
Bro.
Right. And now, the Moors, we had our own thing going on. We taught them how to bathe themselves, all that stuff. We taught them how to speak again.
Facts. Now you
We-
dropping that shit,
We
bro.
taught them how to speak again. But guess what? And we were spending our money amongst ourselves.
Thank you,
But
my
guess what
brother.
happened?
Thank you, my
The
brother.
same thing that happened in Black Wall Street, same thing that happens in Haiti, same thing that happens in Jamaica. Guess what happened? They got brought up. They played the cool. They learned our ways, and guess what? They came and stabbed us in our backs, brought and killed our people, raped, robbed, and murdered us because they're beasts. The Caucasoid people, they are beasts. That's what the Bible describes them. So that's why their asses gotta go to slavery. Hold on. That's why the Bible tells the only solution for them is slavery, and this is why people like you know a lot and you should know better. But guess what? You still driving our people to destruction. Because you still being friendly with your enemy. You still think, oh, there's no blood shed. Look, our enemy knows that they got to shed our blood. Our people think, oh, because we're most loving. Brother, there's a time for war. It's Ecclesiastes 3:3. There's a time for war. There's a time for love. There's a time for discussion. There's a time not to say anything. There's a time for love. There's a time for hate. The Bible tells you that. Bring this up.
That one.
This is the book of
After that, you got it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1.
Read up.
To everything there is a season. And a time to every purpose
Right.
under heaven.
Right.
A time to be born. A time to die.
Read.
A time to plant. A time to pluck up
Right.
that which is planted.
Keep going.
A time to kill.
A time to what?
A time to kill. And a time to heal.
Right.
And a time to break down.
Right.
And a time to build up.
Read.
A time to whip. A time to laugh. And a time to moan. And a time to dance.
Now, the Bible tells you there's a time for everything. Right now is not the time to kumbaya and say, let's do this. We tried to do that.
He said it's time to build up, right?
No, he didn't say that, brother. He said there is a time.
No,
There is a time to build. Right now, we can't build. Look, this place, we gotta destroy this place. Why you gotta build on top of filth? This place gotta. Hold on. Do you know?
Let me get to my point.
Do you know what? How when they took us down? Do you know what they did?
We let them take us down by
But no.
infiltrate. Let's be all the way real, bro. We let niggas infiltrate.
Yes.
We should have stayed to ourselves. Now let me get to my point.
They would have still infiltrated,
What
bro.
did Noble Jew Ali say he was?
I don't know who that is.
Yo, bro, you're out here teaching this shit and you don't know who Noble Jew Ali is?
Why the heck do I need to? Do you know?
Bro, you're talking about some shit.
Why the heck do I need to know who
Bro,
the heck
I'ma
is
holla
Noble
at
Jew Ali?
Because he looked like you, bro.
So what that mean? This brother look like me. I don't know from a damn corner of the earth. What are you talking about? First time I'm seeing this brother.
Did he write a book?
How do you know he didn't? Did you write a book, brother? Just say
Because
it,
his
brother.
name ain't on the best fucking Amazon,
Yeah.
bro. Let's be real.
Brother, come on, brother.
You don't even know who Noble Jew Ali is.
Okay, so
My nigga,
what?
You're wildin', bro.
Brother, you're a
He was.
wildin'. You know who your Hausa is?
Bro,
Do you know who your Hausa
You
is?
still not even.
Do you know who
letting me
your
talk.
Hausa
I let
is?
you read all the bullshit from
Do
here.
you don't know?
Can't let me talk, bro.
But you
Can I
trying to say
talk?
I should know, so no. If I don't know, so you supposed to teach me.
Cool. Can I
But you don't
teach
even know
though?
who your Hausa
Let me
is.
teach
Go ahead.
you though, right?
Say.
Noble Jew Ali, right, is a person who started the Israelite thing movement. So if you don't know who
What?
Noble Jew Ali
What?
is, how you a black Israelite and you don't know who Noble Jew
That's a
Ali
lie,
is?
brother. That's a lie, brother.
He started the temple in North Carolina, bro. Are you kidding me? Right
Noble
now,
Jew
Papa?
Ali, Noble Jew Ali
Papa?
is not the
He
one.
started it in North Carolina, Papa.
Brother, the truth started here in New York, 125th,
Bro,
brother.
I
One
wish,
West,
I wish
brother.
all y'all the best, and I hope y'all
One
invest in
West,
the stock
brother.
market. Because right now, building is the
The
smartest
truth
shit
started
you
out
see.
here, brother.
Right? You standing out here.
This
trying to
time
make
is not
enough
the.
money.
This time
you
is
gonna help your
not,
people
brother. The
eat,
time.
How
The
you gonna
time.
help your people eat?
This brother bugging, man. You bugged out,
Like,
brother.
bro,
You
why
wildin',
not? Y'all
brother.
over here
Guess
doing
what?
all
Guess
this,
what?
and
Guess
y'all
what?
Still can't help nobody eat, bro.
You want money?
Bro, I have money. I'm
Okay.
asking y'all.
Whose money do you got in your pocket?
Bro, the
Whose
paper
money do you
dollar.
got in your pocket?
That
The
helps me
paper
get
dollar.
food.
The paper dollar.
paper
Whose money
dollar.
is that?
Bro, the paper dollar.
Now, hold on.
That's whose
As
money
soon
it
as
is, bro.
as soon as Donald Trump comes and take that paper dollar out your damn pocket, out your damn bank account, what the hell you gonna do? Nigga, you don't even provide for yourself, man. The white man is providing for you, man.
Yo, bro.
You don't provide for yourself.
I thought
Brother,
was
you
smarter
don't
than
provide
that,
for yourself, brother.
No, I don't provide for
You
myself.
don't.
I just go to work and eat. And
The
have
money,
a crib.
the
I
money,
just go to work and eat
brother.
and have
The
a
money
house,
you
bro.
have is their money. You gotta show me your money, brother. Your money. You don't have money. That's not your money. However, you could have $1 billion. It's $1 billion, brother.
That's how I get.
You gotta have your own prints and press, brother. You gotta have your own faces on there, brother.
So now,
That's why you keep on following the system of the white man. Your ass still gonna be subjugated under the ways of the so-called white
I
man.
get that. I'm subjugated right now, right?
Yes.
I'm subjugated. But show me something
brother.
where you had places with black money on it.
Hold on,
What's that?
What's that?
Read that to him.
Yeah. We got the brother pulling up precept for you, man. Bring this out. Read this. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy. And you thought this brother ain't write nothing, man. You don't even know the brother from a corner of the earth, man. Read that.
Money. You said money.
And the Lord shall, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things, and in want of all things, and in want of all things.
Hey, brother, you not listening. You just want to yell, brother. You stop listening, man. Keep going.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon your neck until he had destroyed you.
Brother, you're destroyed, brother. Because you think having the white man's dollar is actually you having money, brother.
You
don't provide for yourself, brother.
Okay.
You work a white man's job. You live in a white man's country.
With black face on it, bro.
Brother, there's none.
So what are you talking about?
There's none. That's the point. You're cursed, brother. That's why you're still under slavery, brother.
What are you talking about?
You cannot. You're not the one. You're not the one, brother. You're not the Messiah.
I don't have to be. I never said I was.
Brother, you want to integrate.
I never said I was. What I'm telling
brother, I thought the point. I thought you was.
false.
I thought the point.
That was the point.
I thought your point was.
Tell me that's not false, bro.
I just did,
that's
brother.
That's what I said, brother.
Brother, you're still under curses, brother. You can't even provide for yourself. You're still following the white man.
You still saying provide for myself?
You can't, brother. You can't, cause
how?
Brother,
I have stocks and bonds, bro.
What's this? Nautica?
It's a logo.
You created Nautica? You created this?
No, I did not, bro.
Okay, you created your shoes, New Balance?
Nothing. I created
nothing.
Bro.
That's what he just read.
Right.
Everything we get it from our oppressors, brother. Everything.
Stocks and bonds.
Stocks. Who created the stocks market? What was the first? What do you? Come on, brother.
No, who is the first?
All right then. So how can you beat them at their own game?
You want to know how?
You cannot.
Bro.
You cannot.
I'm gonna leave y'all where y'all at.
You've been trying to leave. I see you keep on coming back. You don't want to leave.
I'm about to go right now, bro.
Yeah. Stock market crash. What happened?
I'm gonna leave y'all with this.
All right.
I'm gonna leave y'all with this, right? Y'all took out the book of Enoch, right? Because you said.
What's so special about the book of Enoch?
Because it tells you about extraterrestrials, bro. That's what's so special about it.
So the Bible don't tell you about extraterrestrials?
No, contact and how it was manipulated through society.
So does the Bible itself?
Let me speak, bro. I let you cook.
I got you.
Right?
It didn't tell us about the extraterrestrials.
Tell me about the book of Enoch and why they took it out. You couldn't tell me that, right? Boom. Now we're talking about money and faces on currency. Now let's get to this, right?
You said getting money. We gotta get money. We're not getting money and helping our people.
Bro, cool, because that's not gonna help nobody.
You can't do that.
You can't eat a book, bro. Can I eat that book?
Brother, yes you can eat it. Now the money, can you eat the money, brother?
I can't. Let me get back to what I'm explaining.
Yeah,
now
please.
Y'all can eat books now, right? You don't have the book of
now
Enoch,
you can
right?
eat money.
You don't have the book of Enoch, right? His name is Caesar Borgia, right? So now tell me this. You have Caesar Borgia, a rewritten book with shit taken out of it, right? Now tell me this. Why isn't none of this shit on a stone anywhere?
Yes, it is. Whoa.
Where?
What are you talking about? What this man talking about? Where's the Lush Lunar stones?
Show me the
stones
stone.
right here. What are you talking about?
Bro, that says what? What does it say?
Brother, read, brother. Do you know how to read? Read, brother.
Listen, this is not my kiosk in my city.
All right, you asked me, brother.
Me
Look.
Edify.
800 ancient stones in Hebrew written in Puerto Rico,
with
authenticated.
With Hebrew, right? And Hebrew is before the Latin language that's in here, right?
Right.
So what are we talking about?
So what do you, brother? Do you speak Hebrew? Can you speak Hebrew?
No, I can't.
All right. So why would God not make it make sense that He gonna translate His word from the language that He knows that you gonna speak?
Because you're telling me God
Brother.
knew. No.
Yeah.
You're telling me God knew I was gonna get raped and manipulated.
Yes.
Speak English.
Yes. Now we go to Deuteronomy 28.
Bro,
yes.
Bro, I'm gonna holler.
God told you that's gonna happen.
Bro, I'm gonna holler at you, bro. It was good chopping it up with y'all. I don't have no malice intent.
Nah, no malice intent. We're brothers at the end of the day.
Respect to y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Some are confused, some are not. Go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah 28 and verse 11. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people.
Right, the Bible already told us with stammering lips and another tongue, he gonna speak to his people. You gotta understand that, brother. Hey, brother, you gotta understand you're a Hebrew Israelite, brother.
Respect, brother. Respect.
He being a Hebrew Israelite precedes being a Moor, very much so. Right, Salakia, the brother got it. The brother, you got it. All right.
Khan, that's why we say, give me Hosea 4:6 real quick, brother. And now I'm gonna go back to the Spanish after that one. Give me Hosea 4:6. Let me get First Peter 4. Let me get that.
It's the book of Hosea 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
What's the brother?
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
What's the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American?
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
And because our people has rejected knowledge, that's why the Most High is going to reject us too. Because when we come out to the streets and teach you the truth, right, you want to reject it. You want to reject this truth, right? But when the white man in a three-piece suit and a tie come out and teach you, yeah, that's what you want to learn. When you're going to go to one of these different books that these other nations wrote, you want to listen to them. But when you go to your book, the Bible, you don't want to listen to it. And that's why people are destroyed. Right. And with that, my time is up. Let me get a closing precept before Who's next? Give me a closing precept. 22 and 14, I guess. 21 and 14.
21?
Yeah.
14.
Oh
no.
Damn. Closing precept is on Revelations.
¿Pero qué?
Dame 21 y 14. Cheque 21 y 14. Dame la
Eso de Revelations, eso es de la heaven.
I mean 21 and 12. Give me 21 and 12.
And the wall, 21 and 12. Give me 22. And behold, that complete.
Yeah, come on. Give me that.
It's the book of Revelations 22 and verse 12. And behold, I come quick.
And what?
And behold, I come quickly. And my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. I am Alpha and Omega.
I am what?
I'm Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments.
What was that?
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city.
And with that, we want to give all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai. Come here, Charlotte.
Come here, son.